Hello, testing. Is this thing on? Yo, welcome to the Shady Monkey Show. Big shout out to our sponsor, Oriental Distilling Company out of Zhuhai. They make the best gin in China. They just opened a showroom in Guangzhou. Go check it out if you're up in that area. Got a special guest today, Kiva.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
It's our first time. I've been watching you, your moments, and seeing you in the live music scene and street performing scene, just from what you post. But
Yes.
it's finally a pleasure to finally meet you.
I think it's more than 4 years.
This has been a long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if I may be wrong, but I think the reason why I first met you, I think you posted in a group about making some videos
Oh yeah.
about, I think you were traveling at the time,
Yes.
maybe like out of the country or making videos, and then we started talking about that first, and then
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong. It's been a long, like I said, it's been 4 years.
Yes, I think this experience is before my street show.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then let's have some gin. You like gin?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'll try to go easy. Pour it easy for you.
You can more.
More?
Yeah.
All right. Because a few of the guests have gotten really drunk.
I will not.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah. let's see.
Famous last words. So
Thank you.
if you want some lemon, help yourself.
Sure.
Yeah. You're much taller than I imagined.
Maybe it's hard to see the height in the photo.
Right. So, how long have you been playing music for?
Play music. If we said play original song.
Not the original. Like, when did you start? Like, as a kid, as a young girl, like something like your parents made you learn how to play piano.
Oh, first I learned play keyboard in, let me see, 4. Yeah,
4 years old.
yeah, 4 years old.
So young. So, and then you just been studying ever since.
Yes, but it's actually very interesting. I born in 1987.
1987.
Yes.
Okay.
So I born in Beijing,
All right.
and when I'm 3 years old, I came to Guangzhou, and so I start to play keyboard, learn keyboard in Guangzhou. And when I'm 9, I come to Shenzhen,
Okay.
and that time is because Shenzhen is only that year is 1996.
Right.
And Shenzhen is just start.
A small city, right?
Yeah, very, very small city.
Cheers.
Thank you.
It's good. Yeah, it's so good. We're drinking the. This is the lemon tea dry gin.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's I think it's one of the best gins I've had. So I'm a huge gin lover. So
Very happy to drink this.
yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
So
and-
you were 9 when you came to Shenzhen,
Yeah.
and your parents, they moved from Beijing to Guangzhou to Shenzhen.
Yeah.
And are
that's
your
kind of
parents
thing.
still in Shenzhen now?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's because actually I want to keep learning keyboard, but we cannot find a keyboard teacher in that time.
Oh, really?
Yes, because Shenzhen is just start,
Right.
and they only have like piano teacher. If keyboard teacher, they just teach very beginning. They just teaching the very beginning lessons,
Right.
not improve.
Sure.
So this is why I start to play piano, just because I cannot find a keyboard teacher.
Right.
Only
But
because of
technically, it's almost the same, right? Like piano and keyboard, just a different instrument.
Yes, but the key is
Like how to press it, you mean? Or
yeah, and more
piano's bigger, right?
more, yes, and the sound is completely different.
Yeah, the sound's different, yeah.
So everything make your mood is different too.
Mm-hmm. And when you were young, were you like happy to like learn piano? Were you like something you didn't want to do? Because like for me, like I also, when I was young, I started to learn piano. My parents sent me to like piano lessons, but I didn't like it. You know, it's like, you know, I got to practice every day. And then if I don't practice, they get angry, you know, and this is kind of like one of those things where like I regret that like I didn't continue doing music in my life, because I think it's such an important part of it's important, such an amazing like skill to know, you know, how to play music. And I could still like read music, but I cannot play anything.
Understand.
But so for you, is it like?
For me, I think is I need a long time to find if I like it or I don't like it, because I find I like to play the instrument, but I don't like to test the grade. I don't know how to. I don't know that English name. Just they come to get a certification.
Like your level, like level one, level two.
I don't like this. I don't like to get this kind of level to prove myself, because it cannot prove prove yourself. Yes, and I think I really don't like this part, but I like to play piano without that part.
Right.
But I take a long time to find it.
And you were learning like classical songs mostly?
Yeah.
I think most people when they start playing piano, it's all like classical, like Mozart and Bach. And but I had like one teacher. So like I was playing piano at a very young age, and then I stopped for a while, and then I started playing again when I was older. And he was a blues pianist, you know?
Yeah.
And he wasn't teaching me like songs. We weren't like sitting down to play songs. He was teaching me like scales and how to like improvise, you know, and just instead of like looking at music, just play and feel the music, you know, instead of like sitting there and trying to hit the notes in the exact right time to play the song. So like he totally changed the way I felt about playing music, you know, because before it was very like, you know, right? And the teacher's like, you know, no, it's not, you know, but he was just like, okay, let's just hit some blues, you know, so made it very fun.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's not because of the song, it's because how they think about playing piano. Yes, because I think playing this is not like, oh, this is correct, this is not, and you should only have one answer. No,
Right.
I cannot do that too.
Yeah. And then when did you start writing your own music?
Writing my music is high school.
High school.
High school grade 2.
Okay. So like sophomore. So you've been a sophomore. In high school, it's the second grade, and we call it like it goes freshman, sophomore, junior, senior in high school. So you were 2005. 2005. Okay. My first time to Shenzhen was 2003.
Oh, you come here very early.
Very early, yeah. Like
Wow.
21 years ago.
Wow.
So not to live, just to print the books. So like I would like design the books in the California office, And then I'd fly to China, come to Shenzhen, print the books, and then go home, go back to California. So I did that for like 10 years.
Wow.
Like just coming to China a few times a year. And then finally I decided I really liked Shenzhen, you know, like even from 2003 to 10 years later, like it was such a fast growth. Super fast, you know. But like from you, like when you came here at age 9, you got to see everything change.
Yes, especially I live in Nanshan.
Right.
Before.
And Nanshan was like nothing, right?
Yes. When the first time I came to Shenzhen, I live in, Xili. I live in Xili.
Okay.
And that time is really very, very...
It was just kind of like rural, right? Like farmland or, you know, forest kind of. Am I right?
And even don't have traffic light.
Right.
Yes. And sometimes some place is really dangerous in that year.
Because like crime or?
Also, because police don't care about that place.
No, they don't care about Shili.
Yes, and also there's nobody really manage there.
Right.
And
people are mostly focused like on Lohu and Futian.
Yeah, and that's one thing. When I'm in high school, because I came to the Shenzhen Foreign Language School, and that school have many students from Futian and Lohu, and one of my friends is from Lohu, and she said she never been to Nanshan in her life.
Wow.
Yes,
right.
But of course now she been there many times.
For sure, but back then, yeah, I mean,
before she never been there.
Also, I think like probably not so much reason, you know, to go to Nanshan. You know, like, you know, no places to shop or go have fun, or no museums, you know, no libraries, zero, right? Zero. You know, so like. Well, if you were like in that time, like in Lohu was kind of like the heart of Shenzhen.
Yeah.
You know, it's like for me, like when I first came to Shenzhen, like I felt like Lohu was, you know, Shenzhen. I mean, there wasn't much, you know. I think not SeaWorld, but Sheko had a little bit of development.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, you know. And the only reason why I went there is because like there was still like Sheko always seems to have like a foreigner, you know, community. So even back then there was, you know, foreigner bars.
It's true.
You know, many foreigners living. So
that year from Xili to, for example, to Grand Theater, take 2 hours. It's further than you go to Guangzhou. So I go to Guangzhou, I don't go to Luohu.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Well, because there's like at that time there was no metro.
No, completely no.
You know, probably just a few buses, maybe.
For example, near to where I live, only 2.
2 buses.
Yes. Only 2, and if a weekend. Because that year I'm still a kid, I need to come to the Grand Theater, the book center, Shenzhen Book Center, to buy some books.
Right.
Yes, like every half a year I came there once, because that's too far in that year. And before we go there, it's like if we go there on Saturday morning, and my mom prepare everything on a Friday night. Prepare everything like orange bread,
lunch.
Yes, everything. It's like you come to the mountain.
Right, going on a trip.
Yes, very far. And no, we just take 2 hours bus to Luohu. Yes, and it's very big thing. Very big thing.
Right.
It's very interesting.
It's like coming out of the country and then going to like the big city.
Yes, completely like that.
Right. Yeah, it's amazing. Like how fast, Shenzhen, has grown. And like, it's one thing, like a lot of foreigners don't even know about Shenzhen.
Yeah.
Like when you think about like China, you think about like Beijing, Shanghai, Hong Kong, right? And Shenzhen's like, where's that? It's this really big city, and it's so cool, and it's got these buildings that have lights that do a light show, and it's incredible, but nobody's ever heard of it, So, but now I think Shenzhen's finally finding its place in the world. There's a lot of big brands that have come from here, like the QQ Tencent company, DGI,
Yeah.
ByteDance, so these are all kind of Shenzhen companies. So now the whole world kind of knows about the city.
Very famous now.
Very famous now, yeah.
Especially in technology.
Especially in technology, yeah.
Yeah, but after the Chile, I live in Chile after half a year. I moved to Hohai.
Hohai, okay.
Yeah, and that year Hohai is also nothing. Yes, from the bus station to my home, 20 minutes of unpaved road.
Unpaved road.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and also that time in my area only two residents. Yes.
Wow.
Only two. So, so in my, like, when I'm a teenager, my life is full of duang, 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 duang.
The construction.
Duang, duang. Yeah.
Right.
Full of that. So almost every building in Hohai, I just watch them.
All grow up from nothing.
Yes, and that year we still have sea in Hohai. We really have sea.
Oh, really?
Yes. So they filled up the sea to build the building.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
I watched them fill up the sea.
With all the dirt and that's crazy.
Yes, because the seaside actually never opened to tourists. Just a wild seaside.
Right.
But that year, my cousin, he came to visit my family while summer holiday, and I take him to catch the crabs.
Inside the sea?
Yes.
In the Hohai?
Yes.
Right.
And after half a year, I cannot find the sea anymore.
Right, because they've been filling it up.
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy.
Super crazy.
Yeah. Do you have pictures? Do you have pictures of the old Shenzhen?
I have some in my home.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Seeing how it used to look before all the crazy development. And it's still the city is still full of construction. Probably not as much as when you were a kid, but still everywhere you go, bam, 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 new buildings always coming up. And it's just it seemed like the growth is endless. Even when I first moved into this building here, next door was just some factory buildings, and then they destroy that and build a new shopping mall. So it's just it's so fast too. Just a few years from nothing to a brand new apartment complex.
Even after I live in Nanshan for 10 years, my home moved to Futian. But now, when we just moved to Futian, beside my home there's a hospital, and there's another resident. They have maybe more than 50 small buildings. Now both of them not there anymore.
Gone, right?
Yes, the whole building is gone. Yes, not just the resident or the hospital is gone. The whole building is gone.
Right.
Yes.
I saw them doing that over in Buji. You know, it's like it was like 100 buildings. You know, like the old style housing buildings.
Yeah.
And just like in 2 years, they just kind of destroyed the whole neighborhood. I mean, it must have been, hundreds of buildings. Because like we went there when it was abandoned and everybody moved out and they started destroying stuff. I was thinking like, this is a really cool place to like go film a music video, you know? So we snuck inside and found some buildings, and we spent all day filming and recording this guy. He doesn't live in Shenzhen anymore, but his name is TB. He was a rapper. And we made a nice video from all these abandoned, broken buildings, you know? So when did you start to getting into street performing?
Street performing, just after you mentioned that shooting video trip. Just after that.
And now you traveled to US at that trip, or where?
Yeah, US.
Which part?
Many parts, because my friend drive, and we came to almost every state.
Wow.
Yes, that's super crazy.
It's a long trip.
Yes.
How many?
3 months.
3 months just driving
Yes.
going to place to place.
Yes.
What was your favorite place?
Favorite place?
I mean, did you go to California?
Yeah.
That's where I'm from.
Your hometown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you go to Seattle?
Seattle? No.
Seattle's like in the north.
Yes.
Did you go to New Orleans?
Yes.
So I think you'd love New Orleans.
Yes. In New Orleans is at the New Year Eve.
It must have been crazy.
Yes, super crazy.
Yeah.
And all the people is in the street,
Yeah.
and you don't have to walk because people.
And just push you.
Yes.
It was
I don't need
you
to
went to
walk.
Bourbon Street.
What?
Bourbon Street. In New Orleans, Bourbon Street is like the main.
Oh, I think it's there.
It's like what, many bars.
Yeah. I think it's there.
And also like the New Orleans is famous for like blues music.
Yeah.
So like I don't know if you got a chance, but like, so there's like the main part of New Orleans, right? Which is mostly like, mostly like a tourist place.
Yeah.
But then there's like another part that is a little bit far away, and there are so many bars there and so many bands just playing incredible music.
Yeah.
So like I was only there for a few days, but I really loved that city. I love the architecture, like how the buildings look, the old like French style.
Oh yeah.
It
is.
And I felt like the people that I've met there were super nice.
Super nice.
And it's definitely like if I ever had the chance, I wish I could like live in New Orleans for a short time, maybe like 1 year or 2 year, just to experience it.
Because New Orleans also have many street artists.
Yeah, many street artists, many performers. It's a very artistic, city.
Yeah.
So.
Because that time I met a street artist. She played violin, and she know almost every song in this
Oh,
world.
really?
Yes, because there's many people said, "Can you play this song?" And can you play this song and that song? They are from different countries, and all of them are very surprised that she even know that song.
Right.
But because some of them are famous, of course, but some of them really not. Yes.
Yeah, it's very talented. It's like I get amazed by like the Filipinos. Like a lot of them, they play in like the bands here in China and in Shenzhen, and they they know like almost every song. You know, like people will always, can you play this song? And they're like, no problem. And also too, if they don't know it, they just look up on their phone, the chords, the lyrics,
Yeah.
and they play it just like that. But you had a good time in the traveling in the U.S.
Yes, just don't have enough time to sleep, but except
Enough time to sleep.
yes, don't have enough time to sleep because we went too many places.
Right.
Yes, and we don't have too much time. Yes, but the whole trip for me is very fun. I'm not sure because three, except me, we have two friends. But I think everybody feel the very different. Yes, but for me, I always like traveling.
Right. Yeah, traveling's great. I mean, when I was young, I started traveling, and I think for anybody who's, especially like coming out of high school or coming out of university, or any age, it doesn't matter, but like to go travel and see different parts of the world, and see different cultures, and see how different people live their lives.
Yes.
Just kind of, it's good to like open your mind.
Yeah.
Expand your ideas, get inspiration, for creative things.
Yeah.
Try new food,
Yes.
So.
For me, actually, this is the most important part in life, to open my mind, open my eyes, to come to where I never been.
Right.
I'm always very excited, like, this place I never been there. Let's go.
Right.
Only because of this.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's so important, And I think like a lot of I don't want to like I see it a lot in like Chinese people, and also I think it's just everywhere in the world. Like people like will go to university, and then as soon as university, they go straight to a job.
Yes.
So it's like, no, like you should like, okay, finish university, and if you have the way, go travel.
Yeah.
Even if you don't leave the country, even if you stay in China or stay in the United States, just go see something different. Go spend some time to explore.
Yes.
Go on an adventure, and then maybe you'll find out what you really want to do with your life, or get inspired and get more energy for what for life.
Yes. Although I'm Chinese people, but I never traditional Chinese people.
Yeah, you're definitely not. You're.
Yes.
That's one thing that like when I was looking at like I said like earlier, like we never met before, but like I was looking at like your WeChat moments and what you would post. You're such a free spirit, just like it's you're so unique, like I love like the videos that you're posting about how you're cooking your dinner,
I always do this.
Yeah, it's so cool, I wish more people had this kind of spirit as you do.
Me too. I also want more people feel free in their life.
Right.
Yes. For me, this is not like, you live in a very good way, so you can do that. I don't think in this way. For many things, I don't have a favorite, but I have an experience. I super like it. You asked me before which place I like most. Maybe every time my answer is not some normal answer. Yes. In this trip, when we came to North Carolina.
North Carolina, okay.
Yeah, and Asheville.
Okay.
Asheville.
I've never been there.
Yes, I understand. There's in the city center, there's a playground. I think it's a playground or plaza, maybe plaza. We are shooting a video for 2 female musicians, but at the same time, there's is that word beggar? Beggar.
Yeah, like beggar or a homeless guy.
Yeah, homeless guy. Yes, homeless guy, and he just because they have a circle, he just keep running, and he's super happy. He's keep running and keep dancing like God bless everyone, right? But I think he's a really good guy. So I just run with him and dance with him for 2 hours.
Really?
Yes. I think maybe at the first time he never expect I will did this with him together.
Right.
Yes. But so like he go this direction and I go that direction. So we give me 5 like this.
High five.
Yes. And there, give me 5. And we keep doing it for 2 hours.
Wow.
Yes. It's not I leave my friend to, hey, you shoot a video, I dance with him. No, just because shoot them just like this, stand the camera and they can handle it.
Right.
Yes.
So you're free to play.
Yes. And after that, he is very, very, he feel very, very good. And I will always remember this sentence. He said, this is my best day in my whole life. Tomorrow I can die.
Wow.
Yes. So this sentence remain in my heart forever. It also make me always thinking about what I should do, not just for myself and for everyone.
Yeah, it's such a powerful word, right? This is the best day of my life. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, it's and I think that's like an important way that people should live life, you know, like try to make it your best day. You know, try to enjoy, the moments, the small moments, the big moments.
Yes.
You know, try to wake up happy.
Yes.
Go to sleep happy, and like I think too many people get lost in so much stress.
Understand.
So much pressure.
Yes.
It's like we forget that life is short, and that we don't know, maybe this is our last day.
No one knows.
Nobody knows, so like at least while we're here on this earth, like we can try to live a life full of joy. I think a lot of people, are lacking that in their life. Live a life of joy. Live it the best day of your life. Tomorrow you can die happy.
Yeah.
So cheers to that.
Cheers.
So like the whole trip about going to the U.S. was to, you guys were making like a vlog, a documentary.
That time, my friend find some sponsor. They are sponsors as instrument.
Okay.
And also they find.
Was it a
some,
Chinese company or American company?
Most of them are Chinese companies.
Okay.
And they find some street artists and like we took video for them for free. Yes. So the sponsors got an advertisement, and the artist got a free video.
Right.
I think my friends have a very clever mind. Yes. He think about this and he find sponsor and we both find some street artists. Then we made this trip.
So you're basically just driving from like one city to another city. Like, so I'm going to meet this guy here. I'm going to meet this girl here and this guy here.
Yes.
And just drive around the country.
Yes.
Filming these videos and.
Yes.
Wow.
I don't know how to drive, and my American friend, he's from Nebraska, and he drive the whole way. Yes.
So what'd you think? Would you like? A lot of people like they they think they're very scared. This is for Chinese people, right? A lot of Chinese people feel like, oh, America is very scary.
No.
There's so many like guns and everyone's shooting each other.
No.
What was like? What was your impression of traveling in the U.S.? You was it all good? Did you ever have any problems or?
Understand. Of course, some places is really dangerous, but it doesn't mean here is safe.
Right.
Yes, it doesn't mean like we sit here and will really nothing happened on us. No, it doesn't mean that. Yes, so I don't think people should really care about the dangers. You can take a look, and you can just notice something, but not like stop your feet.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think they stop, like you said, stop their feet. Also too, like a lot of people will, they only go by like what they see in the news, and the news is always sad and depressing and like all these bad things are happening, but it's not really the reflection. It's not really the real life.
No. Of course not.
And the same too, like sometimes like, in the American news, they like, they'll say some bad things about China, but it's not true. It's just, or that small thing is true, but like China, in my experience, is such a good country, and the people that I've met, are some of the most amazing people I've ever met in my life,
Really?
So yeah, there's so many talented musicians and designers, and like has such an incredible like history, thousands of years, history in China. We don't have that in the U.S.
Understand.
Like
USA
our
don't.
country is only like 300 years old.
Yes.
Like in China, 300 years is nothing. There's been many emperors and dynasties and so much, crazy history here. So, but I love, I love both the U.S. and I love China.
Understand.
So, and it's cool that, and I've never got to. I think you saw more of the U.S. than I did. Like I've only traveled to a few places, but you got to see the entire country.
Yes, I want to spend more time, but at that time we don't have enough money to really stand there more.
Right. Yeah, it's.
Yes, and I really don't think some place like people say, oh, you shouldn't go there. I can't. I don't think anywhere should use the word like absolutely bad or this kind of things. For example, in Nashville, we live in a very weird place, and it's like when I'm walking on the street, there's like nobody, but I actually like nobody. I like when there's nobody, but everyone, if they see me, their eyes is like the first time they saw, and not Chinese people but Asian people there.
Right.
This kind of things, yes. And when I came to maybe Walmart, and everything's a mess. And also, and that time I realized that maybe that place maybe a little bit dangerous at least, because you can feel something in the air.
Right. Feel the energy.
Yes. But when I came to the payment, I'm going to pay the money.
The cashier.
Yeah. And there's a black guy. I think he just get used to it. He used a very suspect eye. Watching at me and my friend. Me and my friend are wearing a Bayern Munich shirt. That's mine. That's from me.
Right.
And that brand is Adidas.
Right.
Yes, I'm actually not sure about is that Adidas is fake. I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Right.
And he just staring at me for more than 5 minutes. And I think maybe someone will be very scared, but I'm not. Me and my friends just were waiting. Yes, and after that, suddenly he just asked us a question: "Are you the staff in Adidas?" And we said, "No, of course not." And he said, "But I want to share with you about my new shoes."
Oh, really?
Yes, and he just in 1 second he's like this face too.
Just smiles.
Yes, and he just turned back and to find his new shoes, and he take it out, and he said, "I just bought it yesterday. I will try it and you can see how good I looks like with this." And he just wear these shoes to let us see that. I think that guy is really cool, and yes.
Yeah, it's like it's so funny how like it twists, right?
Yes,
Like
immediately.
like he's watching you for a long time, and then
Yeah.
maybe he's thinking something bad, or he's a bad guy,
Yeah.
But I think he's waiting for you to come,
Yes.
so he wants to talk to you and
Yeah.
share his story or his shoes.
Yes.
You know?
And finally, it ended with a very happy face.
Right.
Yes.
With a big smile.
Very big smile, and his mouth is like there.
Like the Joker.
Yes. But if you really see this moment, you should wait 5 minutes, a little bit dangerous time.
Right. So the build up,
Yeah. Actually, if there's really something happened, we cannot control.
Right.
So that's why I always think we shouldn't, we don't have to really worry about too many things, because really cannot control.
Yeah, I mean, like it's just so true. It's just like we're sitting here comfortable, relaxed, but we cannot control if for 1 second the ceiling comes crashing down on us, or you're taking the bus and something bad happens. It's like just like going back to what you're a homeless guy. Live every day, as happy as you can.
Yes.
Go explore, even if you feel it's uncomfortable or you're a little bit scared. Don't stop the feet. Just keep taking one step forward.
Yes.
And you'll be surprised, right? Like the people that you meet, or the experiences, or like the change. What you thought might be scary or might be bad, was actually wrong. It became a good memory, and for you talking to this guy, and now like you'll forever remember, that moment and his big smile, and how the energy changed from being unsure to actually something very positive.
Yes, and I also feel very happy for that guy, because I don't think he want to share his new shoes with everyone.
Right.
So I'm so happy that he want to share his new shoes with us.
Right. Were they nice shoes? You liked them?
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I love Adidas. Like, I grew up when I was younger, I used to only wear Vans. Like the Vans skateboarding shoes. But then when I came to China, I couldn't find Vans. Right now you can. Now Vans are here, but
that year no.
But so I switched over to Adidas. And so now like I buy Adidas. And they're great shoes. So, cheers.
Cheers.
So it was 3 months, right? 3 months in the U.S. You went to New York. You went to Las Vegas,
Yes.
Sin City,
Yeah.
and you have a crazy night. You go to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Did you like San Francisco?
Yes, but San Francisco is not in this trip because I visit U.S. several times.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. Have you traveled to Europe too, or?
Europe, not yet.
Okay.
Just British.
Okay. UK.
Yeah, UK, but that's not in Europe anymore.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I've been to the UK one time. I've never been to Europe.
Oh.
So I've always wanted to go to like my great grandmother is from France.
Oh, really?
So like I've always wanted to go to France and see where she was from. Never had the chance. I've always wanted to go to Italy and eat some real like Italian pizza. You know, because like pizza is like my favorite food.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it too.
Yeah. So like, I mean, Americans make great pizza too, but like I want to go taste the original flavor.
Yes.
You know, and they have great wine, and it's beautiful, and the history, you know, is incredible.
The
culture, you know, the Romans, you know, like the Colosseum. So someday I hope I can
Me too.
go to Europe and have fun, make some videos.
Me too.
So, and how old were you when you first, like, when did you first go to US?
2015, 9 years ago.
Okay. And then since then you went a few times.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. And the first time was California?
No, first time in New York.
New York.
Yes, and some other cities like Boston.
Okay.
And
So the East Coast.
yes,
Right.
and also came to see the Niagara Falls.
Yeah, that's all New York.
Yes, between New York, between America and
Canada. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen the Niagara Falls.
Oh.
So, but I went to New York twice. The first time, I don't remember. I was so small.
Oh.
Or maybe I was inside my mom.
Oh, really?
So, but I was I don't remember. You know, but I know. But the second time I went there was just for like 3 or 4 days. But it was just for work. So it was just like meetings, trade show, hotel sleep. You know, no chance to go have fun, go see things. It's just kind of fly in, fly out. But I think New York seems like it's a very hard city to live in.
Of course.
You know, very expensive.
Yes.
Very competitive, you know. Everyone's trying to work their way up, you know, create the dream. So, in California is more of like my style. It's like relaxed, casual. Spend the day on the beach, you know, drink some Corona, you know, make some barbecue or whatever.
Which city do you from in California?
So like, it's hard to explain, but like when I was a kid, like three years old, I was living in Los Angeles, and then later my parents moved to the middle part of California. So the middle part is all like farmland.
Oh.
You know, very rural countryside.
Understand.
But so I was living there for a while, and then when I became an adult, and then I moved to San Francisco for work.
Oh.
So like I lived in like Los Angeles, I lived in San Francisco, I lived in the middle of California.
Oh.
So like where I'm from in California, it's hard to say.
Understand.
You know, because like my whole life has been different parts of the state. So now I just consider like all of California is like my hometown.
Oh yeah.
You know, because I have very fond memories of the southern, the northern, the middle. So, and I don't. Did you go to any national parks?
Yes, a lot.
Did you go to Sequoia National Park or Yosemite?
Yes, and canyon, a lot of canyon.
Canyons,
Yes.
like in like Utah or Nevada.
Many. I just cannot remember the name.
The name, right?
Yes, because that time I go U.S. several times with my parents. They love national parks, so we went a lot.
Oh wow!
Yes.
Did you go camping in U.S.?
No, I didn't, but I really want to try because I really like camping.
Yeah, I love camping. Like I grew up camping, right? Like my parents would always take, me and the whole family, the uncles, the cousins would all go camping together. But and we go to like the national parks, and rent a campsite, and then you have all these little families camping, right? And cooking the food. But in China, I haven't seen this style of camping.
Because many places they not allowed camping.
But do you have national parks?
They also don't allowed camping.
In the national parks.
Yes.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Because that was like such a, you'd go to like visit this national park, get a campsite.
Yeah.
Go to this national park, get a campsite. I mean, you could get like a hotel but we'd always like to do camping. We'd like to.
Yes, I like camping.
Have the fire and cook our food.
Me too.
Like my mom would, like your mom would pack everything. My mom would pack big boxes of food and snacks, and like the kids would be playing all day, and the dads would be relaxing, and the mothers would be preparing the meals, and so it was such a good memory. And a lot of families like in the U.S. have these camping memories. It's like you leave the house and go to the woods and the parks and spend the weekend in nature.
That's really good because I love nature.
Yeah, like I wish I've been like, because I've seen some places that allow camping, but when I see like the pictures, here in China, it's not like the memory that I have of camping. It's like, and it's like, oh, we're gonna go camping on the beach, and then there's like 200 tents, like on the beach, like your tent, and then it's surrounded by 20 tents, which is surrounded by 100 tents. But like us, it was like, okay, this is our spot.
Yes.
It's fully nature. Okay, go down this way. It's another people's spot. Fully nature separating us. But yeah, like I even have a tent.
Really?
But I've never used it for camping. So I'm hoping maybe this summer or next summer I go back to the U.S. and go visit my old camping ways. So your parents also like to travel?
I think not that much as me, but they will want to visit some places.
But the first time you went to U.S. was together with your parents?
Yeah.
And that's when you went to New York? That's cool. I think I'm on number 3. Maybe number 4. You're still on number 1?
I drink slowly.
You slowly, yeah. So now I know why you won't get drunk.
But I drink everything in the same tempo. Like I drink coffee and I drink tea. I like to drink everything in this tempo. Like
slowly.
Yes, slowly, but very, very long.
Right.
Yes, like can drink a whole day.
Drink a whole day. That's strong. So are you still doing the street performance?
No, because actually from the COVID-19 start, the street performers they cancel it.
And still now they can't do, or
They actually they actually did it again, but also the time is not matching with me.
okay.
And I'm not sure if you really know about it, because actually street performers is not allowed in China.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, actually it's not allowed. And if you see some people is playing in the street, actually that's dangerous, because the police will come to punish them. Like
You get like a fine or pay some money, or
not just pay some money. They if it's very that kind of things, they take away all of your equipment.
oh,
Yes.
that's the worst.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that time why I participate in street performing is because I really love street performing. But my equipment is my everything.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't really have extra money to buy a new equipment. So I should be very careful. I want to start it every second. But that time in the center of the city, the bookstore there, they have some places that is legal, that you can play music, but you have to participate in a group, and that group is organized by the government and the Communist Party. They did this kind of things. Yes.
Is it hard to be a part of that group, or?
Also very hard, because you need to find the information, and the information is actually very hard to find.
Right.
Yes, and because I'm always do everything independently. I don't like to say some sleazy words. I'm not like I can't.
Say bad words.
Yes, like begging someone.
Oh, I see.
This kind of things I cannot.
Right.
I never. So, so I just really want to play street music legally. This is why I joined that group. But to be honest, it's not a good experience.
Right.
It's because communicate with them is very hard.
Right.
Also, the other people, I cannot say they are musicians, to be honest, because they all the time playing the same thing. But not just that, they just turn on the volume in a very high. Yes.
It's very loud.
Too loud, and they just want to cover your sound.
Oh.
They just want to do that,
Right.
nothing more. And I found this kind of people is not for communication, so I never talk with them, because I know the result. So I never talk with them. I can just be there and play.
Yeah, like even like sometimes I see like people doing like KTV on the street, you know, but it's always like so loud.
Yeah.
You know, and like there's like a level of like volume where like it's enjoyable, but then when it becomes too loud,
No.
the sound breaks,
No.
and then it becomes
Yeah.
not enjoyable anymore. But they always like it like as loud as possible, and it distorts the sound. This is why I don't like to go to like KTV.
Me too.
Like many people like to go, you know, because they always make everything so loud. It's just like, like you take it down a little bit.
Yeah.
It'll sound better. It'll be more enjoyable.
comfortable.
Won't be comfortable. Won't be like hitting you in the face, you know, while you're listening to bad singing.
I think I'm deaf.
Right.
Yes, and not just that. I cannot say they are musicians. It's because they just use this to make money. They are not really. Yes, they are not really think about how to do music,
Right.
and they just want to put it in a very high, very loudly, and to cover you and make you don't have even a cent. This kind of things. But for me, it's not. I love street because street is completely different from stage.
Right.
Stage is people come to hear is they know this show happened in this time, and I want to watch this artist.
Yeah, they want to be there.
Yes,
you know.
Or watch this kind of music, this kind of things. But for me, I like everything improvising. Not just music, but people is also improvised.
Right. It's like a, you know, it's like a moment that can't be, you know, changed. You know, it's like it's random. You know, like you don't know who's gonna be there.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're gonna do. Right. It's not like you know, when you go to a show, most of the time they already have like the show planned out with it, you know.
I know.
And do you always play your own music, like your own songs, or do you also like do covers or play?
I don't do covers.
Never.
Yeah, never. Maybe just a few songs. Sometimes I cover, but very less. Most of the time, I just do my original music, and
And you sing too?
yes, I play piano or keyboard and sing, and also I talk about this song, the story of this song, and also I read some poems at the same time.
Right. Yeah. So when you were in the U.S., did you have a chance at all to do any street performances?
Not yet, but that's only because I don't have time for that. Yes.
Did you have your keyboard? Did you bring your keyboard with you?
No, because not every flight can take that.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Right.
But now I have a small one. I can take this with me, and I want to try it always because I really like to play in the street.
Do you write Chinese songs and English songs, or all Chinese?
Together, and also Cantonese.
Also Cantonese.
Yes.
Oh, I see. So when you move to because Beijing they don't know Cantonese, so
Yeah.
so do your parents speak Cantonese?
No.
Oh, okay, so you learned Cantonese by living here all these years.
Just because when I come to Guangzhou.
Yeah, everybody speaks Cantonese.
Yes. Now is that not that much, but in that year everybody speak Cantonese.
Yeah, it was the language of the area, you know, Canton. So, but your parents don't speak it at all.
They cannot. They can understand a half, I think.
Right. And do you still live with your parents, or
Sometimes.
sometimes?
Yes. Sometimes when I found a proper flat, I will rent that. But sometimes I cannot find a proper flat, then I have to go back home.
Right. And now, are you living with them, or do you have your own place?
Oh, now I just quit the flat and move back to home for a while. Yes.
So the kitchen in the videos is your
parents' home.
parents' kitchen.
Yes, because their kitchen is bigger. Yes, but I have many kitchen videos in my life.
Yeah, they're so fun. Like, you know, like I asked you a question when we were arranging to come on the show, is like, do you ever like post the videos on like Douyin or TikTok, and you said no.
Yeah.
But I think you have such a unique character, you know, and how you express yourself is very different. So I think that if you wanted to post like and make videos for social media, I think you'd have a lot of people, you know, that would follow you, you know, because you're unique, you know. There's not many, very rare, you know, you can find somebody, you know, like your style.
Thank you.
And your spirit.
Thank you.
And I've been watching it, you know, just like looking at your moments whenever I would see it, like, wow, she's fucking cool, you know. She's, you know, she's making videos, traveling, she's doing street performances, you know, she's doing crazy, stupid things in the kitchen, yes. You know, it's fun, you know.
Actually, in China, since I'm a little child, I found I'm not the same as the other people around me.
Right.
Yes, and actually, when I'm very young, maybe I don't know how to hold this kind of loneliness, and I also ever suspect like anything wrong with me or what, but no. But since I grow up, the more I grow up, the more I found no, I'm born in this way.
Yeah, I mean it's true. Like I mean a lot of people when they're young, you know, like, and I would definitely like say, especially living here, you know, it's like there's more of a standard.
Yeah.
About how you're supposed to be.
Also very strict.
You know, it's like you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to act this way. And then after you finish high school, you need to go work for, you know, some job or go to university. After university, you know, you need to go find a job, you know, and it's hard to like, and I think like many young people, they look at themselves and then they look at the standard, and if they don't fit into that standard, then they start to think, fuck, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I a problem? They get depressed. Were you depressed when you were young? Like, did you feel sad or like bad about being different?
Not being different. I feel sad not about being different. It's in that time I really don't know who am I. Yes, I just really suspect about this whole world, this kind of things.
Right.
More is maybe suspect, and I found I cannot talk with anyone, so I get used to be alone. Since I'm very young. Also, as we talked before, that year Shenzhen is that kind of situation. My school is very, very far from where I live. So I take the bus to the school and come back. Since I'm very young, I do it by myself, and no, the other classmates, they are like parents take them to the school, and parents wait for them to go back.
Oh, right. Like, so you always went alone?
Yes, and but I like it. Every time when I take a bus, and especially the last few stations, because it went very far, really very far. Right. There's only 3 people. Every time it's only 3 people.
The same 3 people.
Same 3 people, but right. Actually the guest is only me.
Right.
The other are staffs.
Right.
1 driver and 1. That year we have the ticket
Take
seller.
the ticket, right? Take the money or take the ticket. Do the tickets.
Yes. Only 3 of us.
Right.
I really love that journey. Every time, like when I close my eyes, and that scene is just in front of my eyes.
I wanted to ask you, like, have you ever like recorded your songs and like made like an album?
I ever have one, but because recording costs too much money. Also, I'm not very good at recording. My life is much better than recording, so depends on too many things. I just keep on doing live music now, but I'm waiting for record my song forever.
Forever. You got to do it. I mean,
because I really want to record it, but it depends on too many things. Like last time when I record my song, actually not just last time, I found it's very difficult to communicate with people about recording your song.
like with like the engineer.
Not just engineer, also the producer or the arrangement people.
Like the people who do like the mastering.
Yes, because at here is also, as you know how people grow up since they are young, so they have a very standard mind about too many things. It actually, in my opinion, is really mind controlling. So it's very hard to told them to use another way to produce my song. They will say like, no, I never did it before.
Right.
Or they said, I don't understand what are you feeling. They always say like, oh why I made this people, that people, that people. I use the same way, so I don't know how to do with you. Always like this. Or they really charge too much, and I really don't have enough money for that.
But maybe, I mean, like I've seen some like there's one street performer that I love. His name was like Jason Webley. He's from U.S. and he used to play the accordion, right? And then sing but like he used to just record stuff out of his house in a very cheap, just buy some equipment and then just do everything on his own, and then he'd make that CD and put it out there to the world, and people loved it. Like, I mean, I think that if you can't find the right people to do it for you, or it costs too much, you should find a way to record your music and put it out there to the world.
I'm always thinking about really find somewhere like very quiet, but also outside to record, because I cannot also rent a proper flat for recording.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't. It doesn't need to be quiet. Sometimes you just. It can be louder. It can capture your environment that you are, right?
Yeah.
So
I think so too.
just capture, capture the moment, and just be where you are. As a designer and photographer and making videos and stuff, like I always struggle, to try to make things as perfect as possible.
Yeah.
Right. And I've I see what other people are doing, or other designers or other photographers. I'm just like, fuck, like what they produce is so good, right? Like I'm not at that level, so it stops me like from sometimes like I don't feel good about what I'm working on or what I'm making, because when I see these other people, it's fucking so good and mine looks like shit. But like it's a bad way to think, you just have to like just create it. Just make it the best that you can with what you have. And don't worry about it being perfect, or don't worry, don't try to compare yourself to others. Just use the tools, the resources, your own ability.
I agree.
And just put it out there, and you know, there's times where I've made a design or I made a video and I was like, fuck, like, I think it's shit, you know? But when people look at it, they're like, wow, this is so cool. I love it, you know? But like the feeling that I'm doing, you know, while I'm finishing it, you know?
Me too.
It's just like,
Me too.
you know, I'm embarrassed, you know? But then when it's out there and people are like, have good reaction to it, it's like, fuck, yeah, you know, you just can't worry about the stuff being perfection. You just, you know, if you're in a noisy apartment, let the noise be, you know, part of the song, you know, and the experience. And this is what I was bringing up about the street artist guy that I fell in love with. Like, you know, he didn't. All he wanted to do was produce music and make shows and. Like I'll show you like when we're finished. I'll show you him on YouTube and some stuff. Like he was like unbelievable, and he would just like he would go to the bathroom of his house and just record a song and you know make a whole album.
Yeah.
You know, just recording like that.
I also think so.
You know, and it wasn't about trying to make it perfect or super professional. It's just about.
Actually, that way is also not good for me because I'm very naturally and yes. So because there's a very long time I don't feel good in recording because every time I don't know why when I'm in the live show I'm very relaxed and enjoyable, but when I'm recording I'm very nervous. Yes. So I don't know why. There's a long time I don't know why. Then there's one day I found like I maybe shouldn't use the very professional equipment.
Yeah, I think that makes you nervous. You know.
Yes, really.
You know, like just go set up your keyboard in your kitchen.
Yes.
You know, and record. You know, like while you're making your rice.
You're
you
right.
know, and make a song. You know.
You're right.
You know, and it's just like, it's just you know, like I know as a content creator, as a musician, you know, like I think the most important thing is it doesn't need to be perfect, you know, you just need to create and put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, and then the more that you create and put it out there, you're not worried about it being perfect or being in the studio. Just you know, just let the world enjoy your songs and your talent and your abilities. You know, like set up in the kitchen and play your songs. I want to hear it. I want to. I mean, like I said before, like I honestly, I think if you were to do social media, you know, like seriously, and put out your music and put out your life, I think that you would be very famous, you know, because you're beautiful, you're talented, you've got great energy, you know, you're free spirited, you don't give a fuck what people think about you.
I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't give a, you know, and most people they care, you know, like
they care too much.
You know, you don't
just care.
You don't put like fucking beauty app. I don't know, maybe you do, but like the PS on your videos.
No.
You just put yourself out there, and it's.
I never PS.
Yeah, you know, it's just awesome, you know.
Yeah, I because I born this way. I want to be.
You want to
like
remember it that way, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what, like, you know, I had this conversation before. It's like, you know, like my mom and my grandmother and my great grandmother, that we all have like pictures, you know, of our lives, of their lives, right? And it's the real photo. It's like the real person.
Yeah.
You know, it's how it really looked. You know, and now with this, like, you know, new generation where everything is PS.
I understand.
You know, like people are gonna have pictures of lies. You know, like of untruths about how they looked. You know, so when you look at yourself when you were young, it's all PS and bullshit shit. You know, it's not the true you.
Yes,
You know,
and I actually sometimes I feel very bad and very sad about it because the new generation, they are still very young.
no, I think it's terrible.
Yes, and since they are young, they watch these kind of things, and they confused with they mix with the reality and the illusions.
Yes. Well, the problem, the sad part is that they compare themselves to how they look when they see themselves in the mirror.
Yeah.
They compare that to the illusion that is posted online and how this beautiful girl looks with the PS and oh fuck, I'm ugly. Look how beautiful she is. No, fuck, dude.
No,
like,
no, really not.
you know, like you're so pretty, but this is fake. You know, you're comparing yourself to something that's not real, and feeling bad about something that's not real, and getting depressed and hating yourself because I look like this and this girl's like, no, it's, you know, like I you know, like recently, like I bought a film camera, you know, because I wanted to start capturing on film and like the original, you know, take time and be slow with photography. It's not like with like the phone you can take 1,000 pictures, you know, or your digital camera you can take so many pictures, right? You know, and I just think it's like, you know, it's very rare that like somebody will put how they really look online, and that's what, like, you know, looking at your videos, you know, where you're just wearing your normal clothes, making food or doing whatever you're doing, you know, it's you. It's exactly the truth, you know. And then there's not in this world, this online world, there's not many truths. You know, there's too many fake stuff.
Too many. Yes, I just post what am I doing right now. That's it. And as easy as that. And yes, like today, yes, that time I actually always do that, but sometimes I forgot to record something, and sometimes if I think about that, I will just put it there and yeah, that's it. And but you remind me one thing, because I think since 10 years ago, maybe more than, I think it's more than 10 years ago, I didn't buy clothes anymore because I pick up different people's clothes. It's like, for example,
like secondhand clothes.
Yeah, many of my clothes is really not mine. It's from my mom and my grandma, and I don't care about a female's clothes or male's clothes.
Right.
I can wear every size.
Right.
Yes, and for example, I don't think this size is only for you.
Right.
Yes.
You could also wear.
Yes, yes. So also some clothes is from my friend. Yes. So in my I have too many clothes and it's from too many people. Yes. But there's one day I went a small town, very small town, to have my show, and before my show I just went everywhere to take a look, and there's one shop selling clothes. I didn't work inside for this kind of shop for more than 10 years. But when I walk into this shop, it really surprised me because I found the mirror is fake.
No.
Yes, you see that I'm already very tall.
Right.
I'm like one. I'm like 176 without shoes.
Right.
But if with shoes, maybe like 180, this kind of things. But that mirror,
Stress you.
Yes. And when I walk into the mirror, it really scared me, like I'm over than 2 meters.
Right.
Yes, it's really, that's nonsense to make these kind of things. It's just to, or it's also like what you said, make you, but for me that's too crazy because that's mirror. If a mirror cannot show
the real you,
yes,
you know?
that's
So, like,
how people understand themselves.
Yeah, it's right. You know, it's exactly right. Like, yeah, it's. I mean, like, you know, when people like would buy the clothes there, they think, "Oh wow, I look so good. I'm so skinny."
Yeah.
You know,
and
fuck,
I'm
dude.
so long,
So tall, right?
so tall. Yeah.
You know, but it's not the truth. You know, like. You know, like maybe because I'm old, you know, too. Like I just want, I want true things, and
Me too.
I want things to be slower. You know, like I don't like how fast the world is.
I don't like to.
You know.
No.
So it's just.
It's because if everything went too fast, then people cannot think about everything, and there's. Actually, nothing reminds in your heart and in your head.
Right.
Yes, and
you know,
everything.
and I've said this before. Like, I'm so happy that, and I think you're the same way. It's like we as children, you know, and teenagers, we grew up without like smartphones, without the internet. You know, like we just had to deal with like life.
Yes.
You know, like, and when someone wanted to call you, they had to call the house phone.
Yeah.
You know, when you wanted to go meet your friends, you had to plan ahead of time.
Yes.
You know, not like you can send a message now, like, oh, you know.
When I'm very young, I keep writing letters to my friend. Yes. Because I also change many cities.
Right.
So some of my friend is like. They are in Guangzhou, I'm in Shenzhen. Or my cousin is in Beijing and I'm here. And I write letters to them. Maybe they write me back like after a month or after several months.
Right.
Yes. I like this kind of things.
Yeah, it's like slow, right? And it's like it's like memories that you can have, you know. And that's why like I bought like a typewriter. You know, I can make, you know, write my feelings down, make little notes. Like sometimes for my wife, I'll make little love letters for her.
Wow.
You know, just type it out and stuff like that, or just express my feelings. You know.
That's great.
And it's like when I was talking about like the photos, right? Like the reason why I wanted to buy a film camera is because like it forces me to make prints. You know, like, so I actually have to have like a real photo to like look at it, you know? And it's just like for my kids when they're younger, like I don't have any real, I have many digital photos on my phone, on my computer, but I don't have any like
a film,
real pictures, you know, you know? So this like forced me, you know, to like go back to the old way where take a picture, go get it developed, make the print, you know. Now you can have the print and then you can put it, you know, into an album.
I have it in my home.
You know, yeah, same. Like it's how I grew up. You know, so
that's completely different from the digital.
Yeah,
it's completely different.
It's so different. You know,
essential is different.
Yeah, and just the feeling. I mean. Like when I use like my cameras to make a picture, it's just like, you know. But like when you use the film camera, it's like, okay, I got to make sure it's in focus. Take my time. I only have 32 photos.
Oh yes.
You know, and every time I want to make a picture, okay, so one roll of film is gonna cost me like 150 renminbi.
Yeah.
You know, so I need to think about that picture that I'm taking, you know, and make sure that it's what I want to shoot.
Yes.
Not like, you know, my phone or my cameras where I can just be like, like for example, I joined this photo group, right? And where you pay money, and everybody's money goes and hires a model, right? So there's like a model, and there's like 10 people shooting this model, right?
Oh.
And on that day, like I took like 1,500 pictures.
I understand.
Like just like just like a gun, like a machine gun, right? But then when I go back to my computer and I look at all these photos, I looked through every single photo, and probably there was one that I liked.
You're satisfied with that?
That I'm satisfied with, But like in the moment, I wasn't really thinking about like trying to make the best photo possible. I was only thinking about like shooting as many pictures as I could to like hopefully get something that I would like,
Understand, because it's actually the same as before we have the mobile phone. We write.
Right.
Until now, I still have this habit, like everything I must write on the paper. Then I think, I remember this, or I have this. If it's in the cell phone, for me, it means nothing. I must write down, and especially now, people when they send a message, they don't think about it. They don't think about is it trash, for example. Thank you. But before, when we write letters, your friend will receive this letter maybe after a month, and she will write back to me after a few months. We never speak like these days.
Yes. Yeah,
we care about words. Think about
words. You put more effort into what you want to say.
Yeah.
And they even like people like, well, like I've been watching like a lot of like YouTube videos about people who write journals, Oh. They said like the biggest change in my life was when I started to write down every day. So in the morning I wake up and not for me, but this is what people say, and I believe it. I wake up in the morning, I make my coffee, I'm sitting down with my coffee, and I spend 30 minutes writing. Writing my thoughts, my feelings, what I wanted to get done for the day, just physically, no screen, paper, pencil, and putting it down.
Yeah.
And it was like such an amazing way for them to start their day. You need more tonic water? You need more tonic? Strong?
No. It is very good.
It's good? Okay.
I
Cheers.
like to be a little bit stronger.
I just don't want to make you drunk. Like.
Oh, I will not. Because I live. Sometimes I live with my parents, but actually since I'm very young, I live myself. So I realize I need to take care of myself.
Okay.
Since I'm a child. Yeah.
Because like two people already after this podcast, just sitting here talking and having some drink. You're drinking very slow, so it's okay. Yeah, I think you're definitely okay. But and I can drink a lot and be okay. But like two people, they thought they could drink a lot, and they both fall asleep outside of my office. And so I just want to. But you're okay. Yeah, I like to do that too. I love lemon. I think you love lemon too.
I love it very much.
So what's next for you? What's next? What's your big project, your dreams, your goals? Are you a goal kind of person? Or you only think about the small day-to-day moments?
I think both.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I also care about very little things. I also care about very big things together. I want to traveling a lot, and during traveling, I did music together because I don't think music is really from a bedroom. Of course, bedroom is also a very good place, but I like to make music everywhere and play music everywhere. Yes, I want to keep going everywhere and keep playing music and write more music.
You're
all the
like,
time.
I think like you're most comfortable, I think, performing.
Yeah.
You know, because we were talking just outside where I wanted to hear like your record, right? The what you recorded, and you're like, but it's not as good as my live set.
Yeah.
You know, I think for you, right? It's you get more emotional and more deep when you're performing in front of a live
Yes.
audience, whether or not it's on the street or on stage. It doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
It's
that
just
doesn't matter.
live is where you're the most comfortable.
Yes, because every time just happened one time, so
Right.
that's why I like.
And when you started like performing live music and like especially like street style, were you nervous at first or you feel uncomfortable?
Never.
Never.
Never. It's like what you said. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Yes. If I can post my kitchen video, so
Right.
I did the same in street artists, street perform.
Yeah, because I was watching. I had no idea what was going on, but one of the videos that you posted recently, I think you were in SeaWorld, and you were performing with Mark,
Oh yeah.
and he was playing the drums or percussion, and you were playing the keyboard, and you're like,
Yes.
you know, and then you had like, I guess you had a friend who was playing the washboard,
Oh yeah. That's my friend.
you know,
Very good friend.
and
Yeah.
you know,
He also play a lot of toys.
during the live set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why I cannot do that kind of things since I'm young. Just come to visit the teacher and play. I do love classical songs, but not in that way. For example, teacher never teach you this kind of things. Never. You cannot learn this from any teachers.
Yeah, I mean, probably you can, but it has to
Yeah.
be a very unique, special teacher.
Yeah, of
You
course.
know, but most teachers are like, you know, you need to
Standard.
follow.
Yes,
You know,
it's very standard.
very
cannot.
strict.
Yeah.
Press this. You know, on the 2 notes, 3 notes. Follow the time code.
Yeah.
You know.
The first time I found the piano is not that kind of boring is when I'm in high school. I think you heard about it, and also you've been in China for so long time. You know that our students' life is very terrible actually. Yes, the homework is never end, and the stress is very very. strong.
Everybody must do the Geico test or Geeko, whatever it's called.
Yes, since I'm a student, I found like I do like learn a lot of things, but not in that way. Also, as same as playing piano. The moment I found is really interesting is there's one weekend. I really think this is some like hand of God. There's one weekend because my high school is impossible, like don't have homework. Yes, they have a lot. But that weekend, all the teachers come to have a meeting, and before we leave to school, left school, they just didn't come back. So that weekend is the only free weekend in my whole student life.
Right.
Really. So, and at that time is I already stopped to learn with teacher about piano because it makes me really suspect about playing piano. I get confused, really confused. And that weekend I don't have homework and I have nothing to do. Then there's already maybe half a year I didn't open my piano.
Half a year.
Yes, because I in the high school I live in the high school, and I just come back home every weekend, and the weekend is filled with all the homeworks. Don't have time. Then when I open the piano, I start to play anything by myself. I found I really like it. This is the first moment I confirm with myself. I really like it. Yes, because I don't have to let anyone say, "Oh, this is correct. This is not." Or you have to reach this level.
Right.
After this, no, there's never end. You have to reach this level. No, this is not just piano. This is not my whole lifestyle. I'm not for that.
Right.
Really not.
Yeah, I mean, I think is like it's very good to. It's very good to have a strong foundation, right? To know the notes, to know the chords,
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
to know the scales,
Yeah.
you know. But then once you have that knowledge, you know, it's very good to break
Yes.
everything that you've learned, you know. But in order to break what you know, you need to know all the boring parts, you know, all the get to this next level shit, you know. And then now like you can play, you can the keyboard is an extension of your body. You don't even have to think about where your fingers want to go.
Yeah.
You know, your brain has a thought. And your fingers, they can follow and they can express what you're thinking in your head in a musical form.
Yes, sometimes I feel my finger is just like my legs, and sometimes my mind didn't went there first, but my finger went there first.
Right.
Yes.
They have the mind of their own, you know. They're ahead of you in thought.
Yes. And I'm like, yes, there's actually, I think, many things. I'm very happy that I ever did that, and I'm keep doing that. Looks like a very small things, but for me means a lot. For example, when I'm a kid, and sometimes if we came school earlier, and the door is still locked, and everybody just stand outside to wait for someone come to open the door. Only me try to open the window, and if I see the window can be open, I just jump inside and yes, I always do this.
Right.
Yes, always do this. I did it maybe million of times.
Right. Breaking the stand. So I wanted to ask you, you know, like my observation, right, and living in China and having kids here and stuff like that, and just being that China has been part of my life for the past 20 years. Like many parents are very traditional and very strict.
Yes.
You know, so like, what was, you know, like, and you like we talked about you're a special, unique person. You know, you don't follow the traditional way.
Never.
So like your parents, are they traditional people?
Traditional people.
So was it hard for them to like accept your lifestyle as an adult? They give you a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Do they still give you pressure? Like what's it like?
Actually still, but much better. But they give you this kind of things is really not they want, because I think people at here is I think they didn't really think it independently. Maybe they also don't know how to think independently, because when they start to have education, it's that kind of things. The influence is very, very strong.
Right.
Very, very strong. And if they want to jump out, they need a very, very long way. And they have a lot of suspicion about themselves, and that they don't know if it's right or wrong. And actually one day they should find nothing is right and nothing is wrong. But there's too many confusion for them. They are not able to really understand them. They are not. I think they are not really want to make this kind of things for me. They just really don't know how or what is. They just really don't know how to break everything.
But your relationship with them is like good, or is it in conflict? Is it a close relationship? Is it a distance relationship?
I think it's not any of this word, because I don't like to quarrel with people all the time, not just parents and also other people. I don't like quarreling for anything. Right. So every time if I saw they don't understand me, I just be silence, and I just keep doing my thing. But my silence is not because of weak or what. It's I don't want to
have some conflict.
Yes.
Or quarreling or fighting, like you said.
Yes, and I also don't think everything must be talk to make people understand. Not. Maybe after so many years, maybe they can understand, or maybe they cannot. Doesn't matter. Yes. But I will keep doing my way, because I treasure my only life. Yes.
Right. Now, are they cold, or are they warm? What I mean, right, is like my wife, right, who's almost the same age as you. She's 1 year older than you. She was born in
86.
You're 87.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're 1 year older.
Oh.
Sorry, so she's 88. She's 88, right? And her parents. Not that I'm not. When I say this, I'm not saying that they're bad parents, but
Understand.
Her parents never told her that they love her, or have some kind of like emotional, kind of like connection. And for me, that was so strange. Like my whole life, like my parents always told me that they love me, they care about me. Like there's definitely times where like my dad was strict and punished me for certain things that I did, but no matter what no matter the circumstances, I always knew that they had emotional love for me, through their words and through their actions. And her, she grew up where that wasn't existing. Yeah. Even to this day, like her parents have never said the words to her like, "Oh, I love you."
Most Chinese family are really like this.
Yeah, and I find it strange, but
I also find it strange.
But she doesn't. But like my wife doesn't find it strange, because that's kind of the environment and normal that they grew up in.
Yeah, too common here.
Yeah.
But I cannot. If I love anyone, I say I super love you.
Yeah. All right. You have to. You have to. That's So there's such powerful words to say to somebody.
Yes. My parents is like in the middle. They are not like too cold, but they are also like warm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are in the middle.
Have they ever told you they loved you?
I think maybe just they cannot express this kind of emotional very strict like me.
Mm-hmm.
I will just say this word. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
but they are not like this. They did a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but they don't know how to really understand a people that is like out of their imagination.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to understand these people.
Right.
Yes. Mm.
And are you do you have brothers and sisters or a single child?
Oh, I'm single child. Yes.
Same like me.
Mm-mm-mm.
But you grew up in the I think in the time where most of the families were a single child.
Yes.
Right.
Especially I born in big city that very strict. You can only have
One child.
But my mother ever said she really don't want second one if she can.
She can
will
have
not.
it. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to it's hard to have one child and then to think about having two. I have two. Like it's not easy.
Of course.
It's and do you ever like for me? But though I sometimes I wish like I had like siblings. I wish I had I wish I had a younger sister. Like when I was very young, I was like, fuck, I wish I had a younger sister.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like if she has like a bad boyfriend or boy problems. I was always thinking like I can go beat this guy up, protect her, take her under my wing. So I always wish I had a younger sister growing up. But life never let me have a sibling. So but it is what it is. So single children.
Single children.
Yeah. So you're performing. You doing shows coming up or anything like that? What's you have any like live shows coming or street performances coming?
I never know, but because I keep doing this, so I keep doing this. I start to play live since graduate from university, and my university subject is not music.
What was the subject?
News.
News, like reporting, being a reporter.
Yes. Because it's like I like books, I like newspapers, that kind of media. I like to read very long interview. This is why I apply this subject. Yes, because that time I ever think about to come to a music college, but it's too hard in China. Yes, it's too hard in China. Also, my family don't support me in that way.
For music.
Yes,
your family don't support you for music.
Yes, now they are like.
But okay. But when you're young, they're paying for the teacher and the teacher and the teacher and the teacher.
This is not because they support you to do music. Do you heard about many people in China? They learn instrument is really not for music.
Well, it's for discipline.
For like just have one more skill and this kind of stuff.
Oh, but not for career or not for a job.
No.
Oh, interesting.
And at here, there's very, very less people support you to really create a musician career. But since I write my first song, I don't have the very, very strong feeling. But since I write twice, the second one, the third one until the 10th, I start to think about I must and I only yes do music.
Do you ever sing a cappella?
I didn't, but I can. Yeah.
Are you willing to sing a cappella right now?
I want to have my keyboard with me because that's
Well, it's a
part of
cappella. It's no instrument. It's just your voice.
it's my voice.
I mean, if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. But
Why not? Because I never refused music, but I can.
do you have a favorite song that you wrote?
I don't have
Or-
a favorite song because every song I like.
Okay. Are you willing to sing a song?
I will try.
I mean, if you don't want to, we don't have. I'm not.
Understand.
I don't want to pressure you.
No. Yeah, I just maybe sometimes take a little bit more time to think about to think about how to do it. I'm like I think I'm like I have this part of character. I also have this part of character and everything very extremely and both inside my body.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes I just take more time. I'm not like I'm also very passionate, but I'm not like passionate. Do you sing a song? Yeah. I'm also not like that. But I'm also very calm at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I ever get drunk once and never.
So you only been drunk once?
Once, but never. Because that time I realized I must take care of myself. Yes. So I'm also very calm. Yes.
Very careful.
But not that kind of careful to stop your feet, like you say.
Yeah, I've been drunk too many times in my life. Most of the times I've been drunk in China. Like, when I was living in the U.S., I didn't drink so much. But since I moved to China, because you can't do certain things here that you can do in the U.S., right?
I understand.
So drinking became more
I understand.
of the hobby than other things. So, cheers.
Cheers. 所有云彩，所有雨滴，全部说着我爱你。所有云彩，所有雨滴，全部说着我等你，只爱你，只等你，只想你，你相信吗？你相信吗？你相信吗？你相信吗？
Holy shit, dude! Holy shit! What's that song about?
Every cloud, every raindrops, all of them said, I miss you. All of them said, I only miss you. I'm waiting for you. I'm only missing you. I'm waiting for you. I'm only missing you.
Is it for somebody? You wrote it for somebody?
No, because I enjoy to live alone since I'm a child, and I found my love is not for a specific people. For many people, I can love many people, but not relationship. I don't mean relationship is bad. I never mean that. Just I don't think that is
For you.
Yeah, I really just think that's for me. And I found I can love many people in different way. Yes.
Have you ever had your heart broken?
What?
Have you ever had your heart broken?
Yes, of course, but it will not stop me, because if someone make me sad, I cannot say I will close my heart, because the next people I meet, that's innocent. Yes, I don't want. Yes, just because of I've been hurt by what I met before, so I close my heart to that people, and I think he will hurt me. No, or she will hurt me. No, I don't think in that way. I always want to believe people. And I always like to write different languages, because I don't want to think the language is like the grammar is good or not correct, because if you really thinking that way, you can never open a new word. For example, I think many people have the comprehension about hometown, but I do have a hometown, but I never feel there's a hometown in my mind. I feel everywhere can be my hometown.
You don't feel Shenzhen's your hometown? Where you've lived most of your life?
No, I think everywhere can be my hometown. Maybe because since I'm very young, I already moved everywhere. And also I didn't live with my parents since I'm 9 years old. First, my parents sent me to some kind of organization before kindergarten, and I feel a very bad experience there. And after that, I came to Guangzhou, and my grandparents from my father's side take care of me. And when I'm 9 years old, I start to live with my parents. But that is already, I get used to stay alone. So I always think like I can love many people and the people from everywhere, because I really don't know where am I maybe next year, or I really don't know, maybe still here, but maybe not. So I think everywhere can be my hometown. And in China, if, for example, I ask you before where your wife from, but when I asked this question, I found like maybe she is from some province. Maybe I already guess some province, but no one can guess where I'm from, because they really get confused, because my accent of Chinese is maybe from the south and also from the north. So they really don't know.
Right.
And I also can speak Cantonese. And if I speak Cantonese, it's also standard, but I cannot speak very local words.
Right.
But Cantonese is a language that is very, very much for the too many local words. So they get confused. So when I came to everywhere, they asked me, where are you from? And I said Beijing. And they said, no, you don't look like that. And if I said Shenzhen, they also said, oh, you don't look like that. Yes. So nobody can tell where I'm from. maybe I cannot go very deep with any language because of my life experience, but this is why I'm open to every language.
Yeah, well, I think that you're like I said, we said before that you're super unique. You know, like you're not a typical Chinese person, and you don't have that same mindset as a typical Chinese person, and most Chinese women who are your age, they're married, they have kids.
Yes.
They're living
my classmates and friends, most of them are in this way.
Yeah, if or they're getting divorced now.
Yeah. Yes, half of them.
You know,
half of them.
Right? So like, and so you're a very special person. So I think most people would have a hard time figuring out where you're from, you know, because you're not like anyone else.
Yeah.
You know, you don't fit into a bubble.
No.
You know?
No.
And your parents are thinking like, what the fuck did I do?
Yes.
How did I raise such a fucking crazy girl?
Of course.
You know, like what you know, like it's your fault. No, it's your fault. Like you should never let her play music. You know, should just focus on getting her mathematics good. Holy shit. Cheers. But I see you. I think that, you know, like the you know, like one of the things I love about this city, about living in Shenzhen, is I think that it's a city of opportunity. It's a city where if you work hard and you have a dream or a goal,
yes,
you can make it possible.
Yes,
you
me
know?
too.
So like, I think that too many people just get into the boring aspects of life and stagnant and just day to day trying to survive, you know. And I think that you may not be the most successful, you may not be the most rich, you may not be the most popular, you know, but like you live a life that you feel that you're happy with, that you're content with. And I think that's more special and more beautiful than most people, how most people live their life. And I absolutely have respect
Thank you.
for you. And I've enjoyed, like, since the moment where I met you, because you posted I think it was like the live music group where you were talking about doing the videos when you were traveling in the U.S. And so since that day, I got to watch you online, right? And see a little glimpse of your fucking spirit just through some stupid videos or photos you posted. And it's refreshing, you know, as an artist, as a designer, you know, like that there are people out there who have the spirit like you in the world. And for me personally, it's you know, like sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in this grind where I'm just doing shit. Sometimes I feel inspired just to create shit I want to create, and it's inspirational for me to see other people just not giving a fuck, doing what they want to do. And I wish you the most success in whatever you do with music and with life and where travels take you.
Thank you so much. This is my honor.
Yeah, no, it's truth, man. Like, you know, very, very, very rare do you come across a true, like, free spirit, you know? And when I see you, I think, like, she's definitely a free spirit, you know, living the life. So I really do hope that, like, you put more of your music out there, put more of yourself out there. I think you're like me, where social media is not really where you want to go. But if you ever decide to do that, I think you'd be incredibly popular. I would love to be able to listen to your music, not just live, but also in digital format and shit like that. So, you want some more gin?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, fuck yeah.
I just drink slowly, but actually drink a lot.
No, you definitely drink slowly. I don't know about a lot, but it's been slowly.
Yes, but if I really drink a whole day, it's really a lot.
Yeah, a whole day is a slow. We drink about a half a bottle. So sometimes we drink 2 bottles on the show. This is the killer. This is, if you want to die, this is the one you need to drink.
苦艾酒. Yeah. This is the strongest.
And gets you the most fucked up.
Much stronger than this.
Oh
one.
yeah.
Oh.
You want to try?
Later.
Okay.
Yes, but because it's already full.
Yeah, this stuff will kill you. This is the drink that Van Gogh. He drank this and then cut his ear off. Yeah.
I will save my ear.
Yeah, save your ears.
Yes, don't worry.
Even if you cut this part off, you can still hear. But still, you want to keep your ears.
Of course, but I really want to keep my ears. I love my ears.
Yeah. I'm sure, I can't see them, but I'm sure they're nice ears. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're out. Cheers. Till the next one.